the line. I got a little freakiness inside, and you know that the man has got to deal with it. I don't care what they say, I'm not about to pay nobody's way, 'cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. I need a roughneck brother that can satisfy me, just for me. If you are that kind of man, 'cause I'm that kind of girl. I got a freaky secret everybody's saying, 'cause we don't give a damn about a thing. 'Cause I will be a freak until the day, until the dawn, and we can all through the night till the early morn. Come on and I will take you around the hood on a gangster lean, 'cause we can any time of day, it's all good for me. Kind of slow, you gotta keep it up, now there you go. That's just one thing that a man must do. I'm packing all the flavor you need. I got you shook up on your knees, 'cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning.
Yo, shout out to everybody who tuning in right now, yo. I know y'all super, y'all waiting for her to come through, and Miss Adina Howard is coming through anytime now, yo. Yo, shout out to all y'all rolling with your girl Tory True, yo. I see you, yo. Let's get it.
I got a freaky secret everybody sing, 'cause we don't give a damn about a thing. 'Cause I will be a freak until the day, until the dawn, and we can all through the night till the early morn. Come on and I will take you around the hood on a gangster lean, 'cause we can.
Like I said, y'all, get ready. Miss Adina Howard is definitely on her way to be in the building with your girl Tory True, so make sure y'all tuning in. This your girl. I'm in here.
I just got one question to ask you though.
Oh, what's that?
What do you have on right now?
T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties on. T-shirt and my panties, got my T-shirt and my panties on.
Picture this, I'm in my bed, body's hot, soaking wet, thinking about the things I like to do. I'm open wide when it comes to freaking you. Imagine me, where else can be, between my legs, you're tasting me. Boy, when you get here, you know my love will overflow, and you ain't got to worry about my clothes, 'cause I got my T-shirt and my panties on.
What's happening? It's your boy 24, and I'm rocking with the old so beautiful DJ Tory too.
T-shirt and my panties on.
You can't deny it.
T-shirt and my panties,
Got my T-shirt and my panties on.
T-shirt and my panties on.
Just how you like it.
T-shirt and my panties on.
Waiting for you.
T-shirt and my panties on.
You can't deny it.
T-shirt and my panties.
Got my T-shirt and my panties on. Don't be surprised when you come inside. Saddle up and be prepared to ride.
Back and forth. Can you feel it? Baby, why don't you
Just take your time, tonight you're mine. I'm gonna turn around, hit it from behind. Boy, now that you're here, you know my love will overflow, and you ain't got to worry about my clothes, 'cause I got my
T-shirt and my panties on.
just how you like it.
T-shirt and my panties on.
Waiting for you.
T-shirt and my panties on.
You can't deny it.
T-shirt and my panties.
Got my T-shirt and my panties on.
T-shirt and my panties on.
Just how you like it.
T-shirt and my panties on.
Waiting for you.
T-shirt
Yo, what's going on? It's your girl Tory Chu out there, yo. Yo, I'm seeing like we having some avid supporters here right now, yo. Yo, they out here hitting me up. They sending those text messages through. They going crazy. Yo, I just want to let everybody know that everybody want to call into the line at 1-888-841-2352. Make sure you refrain from making calls until we announce that calls will be accepted. Yo, make sure y'all call in though to speak to your girl, Miss Adina Howard, yo. This your girl Tory Chu. Y'all ain't ready, yo. Shout out to everybody rolling with your girl right now, yo. This your girl Tory Chu, and we out here. Also, shout out to Pricey who came through, did his thing, repping BK last Friday, yo. Shout out, yo. This your girl Tory Chu, and we gonna fill it in with this Let's Chill, yo. Follow your boy, yo.
Expense.
Damn. I know you've been working like crazy, girl. Hours are ridiculous. Damn. Tell you what, she'll let me take you out. Yeah. I know a couple of good spots. Let's chill. Let's chill, baby. That's what you really wanna do. That's cool. Let's chill, baby. That's what you really wanna do. That's cool. Yeah. Since you off, girl, I figure let's chill. Been working hard and I know how that feel. I know a spot that we can eat at. Sip wine and relax. Where these player haters don't be at. To show you I'm a good guy without the suit and tie. Not trying to impress you. I'm fall for that lie. Fall for the truth. Let pricey be the reason you smile. Open your eyes. Show I'm not a snake in disguise. In case nobody told you, you're beautiful. And that's coming from a nigga that been true to you. These girls mad cause they can't do what you could do. And that's B.O. Be yourself. Let's hang out. My boy got the whip. He could drive us around if you feel like it. Let's hang out. My boy got the whip. He could drive us around if you feel like it. Let's chill. Let's chill, baby. That's what you really wanna do. That's cool. Let's chill, baby. That's what you really wanna do. That's cool. Yeah. Come closer. What do you like? What kind of guys are you into? Am I sort of get tight? Not the best looking dude, but I know that I might. Got head on my shoulders, plus mama raised me right. Pops wasn't there. Sorry if you see some traits of a man that can express himself and think straight. Sorry for venting, sick of pretending. Life is peaches and cream from beginning to ending. Here's the story: was broken, couldn't take a girl out. Now I got it. It's like nobody there to take out. Where did they go? Now it's me, my money, and more problems. We all got them like Biggie was told. Style of them cold. No, they expect me to fall. Never happened. I'll be balling past 80 years old. Phone in my hand, scrolling down Instagram. Saw your photo, wanted to text. Let's chill, baby. That's what you really wanna do. That's cool. Yeah. Let's chill, baby. That's what you really wanna do. That's cool. Yeah.
We should definitely chill. Hang out. Just go somewhere, grab a couple drinks. Now, if you want to come over, we could chill, watch some movies. It's up to you. Chill.
Degrees. I ain't worried about them Ophigans over there, but they worry about me. I got a homeboy named Butter and another homeboy named Cheese.
Yo, this your girl Tory Chew. We out here. Shout out to Miss Adina Howard. She is now officially on the line, yo. Yo, it's such a pleasure and honor to have her on. So I just would like to let everybody know that it's time to get everything started, and your day has officially begun. Well, your night has officially begun with your girl Tory Chew. So thank y'all for tuning in right now. Miss Howard is currently on hold. She told me that I can call her Miss Adina or Adina or Miss Howard is fine. I would definitely like everybody to know that they need to be tuned in right now, because you're tuning into nobody other than your girl, Tory Chew, and I'm bringing it to you. So everybody just make sure you're tuned in, and we're out here. So everybody that's tuning in right now, you've been waiting for the awesome Miss Adina Howard to call in, and she's here. So good evening, everybody. Tonight we're honored to have my favorite and the street's favorite guest live on the air with us. The mid-90s was such a great time for music because everybody pushed the bar and took it to the max. Tonight, such as Do You Want to Ride, 1995, Welcome to Fantasy Island, 1997, The Second Coming, 2004, and Private Show, 2006. This artist first appeared on the scene in 1995 and hit the ground with a bang, with the platinum hits such as Freak Like Me, My Up and Down, What's Love Got to Do With It featuring Warren G, along with the T-Shirt and Panties featuring Jamie Foxx. Currently, our guest is more than a singer, and we will hear all about that. Listeners, due to popular demand, I sent an interview request and it was honored. Therefore, I would like to introduce the awesome Miss Adina Howard to our show. Say hi, Miss Howard.
Hello.
So, Miss Howard, thank you for being on our show. She told me that I can call her Adina. So, Miss Adina, thank you for being on our show today.
Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it. And that was an awesome intro.
Well, thank you. Thank you for accepting. Can you tell the listeners who you are? If that was a little bit too much.
Oh, my God. Oh, this is Adina Howard.
All right, so like I said before, everybody, this is Miss Adina Howard for those who are just now tuning in. So, where you from, Miss Howard?
Well, originally I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Okay. And some people don't know, but you paved the way for several women who are in the game right now. In some of your songs, you talked about topics such as sex, love, and women being free. Why did you decide to write about these subjects and sing about them?
Because that was, at the time, what was necessary, what was needed for me. And I didn't write those songs. Those songs were written for me. And when they were written, they were submitted to me, and I listened to them and fell in love with them. And they represented who I was at the time.
Okay.
So it was only appropriate to take the songs.
Okay. So at any time, did you record, did your record label or you have any reservations about the song?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. When I first heard the song, when I first heard Freak Like Me, I was just drawn to it because, first of all, it was tailor-made for me. It wasn't written at the time. When I had gone to Baltimore, Maryland, with my former manager, we had met up with a group of producers called Mass Order, and he gave them the rundown about, who I was and how I got down, and they came up with Freak Like Me.
Okay. So everybody out there, make sure y'all tuning in. This is like the best interview ever, one of the best. I'm so excited. Okay, so on your album, Do You Want to Ride, what was your favorite track and why?
Oh my gosh, my favorite track. Let's see. I think I would say "Horny for Your Love."
Okay, and why is that?
Vocally, I did some things that surprised myself, and it was just one of those songs for me that just moved me.
Okay. So everybody out there, make sure y'all cop that album from Throwback, because we definitely got to listen to everything that's going on. So on your second album, Welcome to Fantasy, You're Welcome to Fantasy, which consisted of the hit T-Shirt and Panties. How did you come up with the title for that album?
Welcome to Fantasy Island. I came up with that because that is a tattoo that I have on my lower ab area. I have on the front of my lower abs. I have the abs are only in the front.
Okay.
I have a snake in the grass, and it says "Welcome to Fantasy Island." And I just felt it was appropriate because I was introducing a whole nother side to me, and Fantasy Island was actually one of the shows that I liked growing up.
Okay, definitely. Well, that's something that's different. And like you said abs in the front. Well, we see your pictures online, and you still look amazing. So
thank you.
That's something that you look better than a lot of people that's out there right now, and you look amazing.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. So also, originally, T-Shirt and Panties was for the movie Booty Call. Am I right or no?
No, originally T-Shirt and Panties was on the Welcome to Fantasy Island album.
Okay.
And the album got shelved.
Okay.
And I pushed for it to be the first single off of the second album. However, when they submitted the song to radio said that it was too much. And we couldn't get it right. We couldn't get it on the radio. So the next move my A&R did was submit it for the Woo soundtrack, which was the movie with Jada Pinkett.
Okay.
And it was picked up for the movie Woo.
And that was an awesome song. So I don't understand why the radio wouldn't want to play that.
It was too much for that time.
Right.
I was ahead of my time when it came to Freak Like Me and T-Shirt and Panties. It just so happened that Freak Like Me, when it came out in 95, that the label really supported it and pushed it.
Okay.
T-Shirt and Panties, on the other hand, was not the single they wanted for the second album. It was the single that I wanted.
Right.
And I think that was probably an excuse for them to not really go with the decision that I wanted to go with.
Okay. So tell the listeners out there about some of the artists that you've collaborated with.
Oh my goodness! I of course, because I was back in '95. I'm considered an old school artist now. Warren G, Yo-Yo. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness!
Missy Elliott.
The song that I did.
Missy
what did
Elliott.
you say?
Missy Elliott.
Yeah, it's been so long. I was like having to go back and think of everybody that I've worked with, because I've worked with so many people. I've been blessed.
Right.
Truly blessed. Jamie Foxx, of course, with the song T-Shirt and Panties. Like you said, Missy Elliott. I worked with a couple of guys with the song Cutie and Condoms. There's just so many people playing skills for the song Freaks. Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony. He did the song Personal Freak off of the album Welcome to Fantasy Island. So I've worked with quite a few people.
Right. And it sounds like you work with some of the best people.
Again, I've been blessed.
Yeah.
I've been blessed.
You definitely work with some of the best people in the game. So are you currently working on any new music?
I am currently working on some music. One of my boys, his name is Link. I don't know if you all remember him. He's an R&B artist. He and I are working on doing a collaboration together. We have a song that we're about to get in the studio and record. So there's some things coming up.
Yay, that's definitely fun. We can't wait to hear you back out there getting music. It looks like you're still performing.
Yes, I am blessed to be performing at the 3rd Annual Female Hip Hop Honor Awards, September 13th in Los Angeles.
Yay!
So, right? I'm excited about that. So there's some things coming up. I've been blessed to get the lead in a play called Do You Trust Your Best Friend? That will be taking place October 3rd, 4th, and 5th in DC, and October 24th and 25th in Baltimore.
Okay, well, we definitely have to come out there. The whole Tory True crew, we have to come out there and support you because we're really excited. We're really excited about this.
Thank you.
So,
thank you so much.
You were on an episode of Life After. How was that experience?
Yes. It was, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was different for me because it's been a minute since I've been in front of a camera like that. So it was refreshing. It was nice. The crew was great. I found out at some point that I had the #1 episode that had aired for Life After. So that was nice.
Right. And it was a really breathtaking experience to definitely see that. I still have that on my DVR. So that was one of my favorite episodes.
Let me just say, you make me feel all kind of special.
Well, you are. You definitely are. You were one of my favorite. My mom, she loves you. It was so funny when you called earlier. I just said, I don't know this number. And I picked up. And I'm like, oh, my God. It's Adina Howard on the phone. This is awesome. So it's definitely great.
You know, the fact that you put the request in, it's only right to honor that because at the end of the day, you didn't have to reach out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm truly grateful, and I'm humbled, and I'm truly honored that you take the time out, that you have taken the time out to interview me. It means a lot.
Oh, well, thank you. And the fans, everybody that tunes in to Tory Chew, all the people that came to the launch party, they definitely thank you. Like, we have avid supporters. So what we do here, we definitely bring the mainstream to the streets. Somebody sent me an email today like, oh, God, I need to tune in. I want to know what happened. I didn't hear from her for a while. I'm like, yes. And I grew up with all brothers. So they're like, what? Adina Howard is so hot. I need to know what's going on with her. I'm like, y'all are crazy. But everybody's excited, and they want to see what's going on with you. So we had requests, and I know I want to know what's going on. That was one of my favorite joints. I was young and wasn't supposed to be listening to it, but that was one of my favorite joints back in the day.
You know, when we're younger, we're always doing something we have no business doing.
Right.
But, you know, it always leads to, more often than not, a positive experience.
Yes, definitely. And I see that your songs, you've been in 5 movie soundtracks. You had a song for Woo, Sunset Park, Bulletproof, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and Super Cop. These were all like top selling blockbusters.
Yes.
Most people.
And it's so funny. It's so funny when you say that because it did not dawn on me until you said something today. It really, because I don't think about all of what I've done. I've done it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just keep it moving because that's part of, in my mind, the job requirement. That's work. Right. So I just went to work and did what I was supposed to do. So to hear it, it's like, wow.
Right. That's a lot. I don't really know too many people who had 5 songs featured on 5 top selling movies during the same time.
I never thought about it until you said it. And even now hearing it, it's like, wow.
Yep. You did some really big things, right? Yeah, everybody's texting like, oh my God, what is going on? This is so exciting. So you also have been in a couple of films. Do you plan on doing some more acting?
Absolutely. I love acting. Theater is one of the avenues that I'm going for the acting. I've loved theater for such a long time. And I love theater because it's live versus, you know, when you get in the studio and you do an album, or it's live versus doing a movie.
Right.
So for me, I love the performance aspect. I love that live performance aspect of theater where, you know, you sing and you dance and you act and you do everything, you know, at that moment. And for me, it's a lot more gratifying. And I look
Okay.
forward to doing more of it for sure.
And we look forward to definitely seeing you. And you said in DC you're going to be in a play, right?
Yes, the play is called Do You Trust Your Best Friend? I am the lead. Her name is April.
All right. So we definitely will be
Yes.
in the building for that. And so we're excited. And
Thank you.
also, you've definitely told us you like acting. So, you know what? I'm just going to ask you another question. So, performing live is something that you just enjoy doing as well, too. When you were out on tour, you enjoyed it, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there something that you want to continue to be involved with outside of acting, outside of singing? Because I also saw on Life After that you have a culinary degree, right?
Yes, I do. I have a passion for feeding people. I love to cook. I think I like feeding people more so than cooking. I think it's part of me being narcissistic, the immediate gratification of feeding people and them appreciating what you've prepared for them. It's just something that for me, cooking is very relaxing and very rewarding. And that's something that I will be doing until the day that I die.
Definitely. What's your favorite meal to cook?
I love to cook. There's not one particular meal that I like to make. Last night I made for my family lamb.
Okay.
And lamb is one of my favorite foods to eat, although I'm allergic to it. So last night I did basmati rice
Okay.
with stewed lamb, and I cooked it in different seasonings, of course, and then I created a sauce out of heavy cream and diced up the potatoes and the peppers and so on and so forth. And it's very relaxing. It's very just calming for me. And then, of course, to feed, my family, just to feed others and get the response it's hard to explain. It's really, really hard to explain. It's very rewarding for me.
I definitely understand where you're coming from because I also love to cook. Do you have any plans on opening a restaurant?
In due season. I was looking at doing it sooner than later. And then once I got into the culinary industry, because I was a line cook for 2 years, I worked at a resort called Cosine here in Arizona.
Okay.
And once I realized how time consuming a restaurant is, I decided to hold off because it's one of those businesses that you have to be present, because if you're not, a lot can happen, and you just really, really have to trust the people that you hire. And in order to do that, you have to be there for a while to see who's who and what's what. So yes, I will be at some point, but as of right now, the music I have shifted my focus back to the entertainment aspect, which is the music and the acting.
Okay. And we definitely would like for you to stay a friend to our show. I know everybody's hitting me up. Vanessa Brown just said that she wants to come over for dinner.
Tell her in due season she will be able to.
I'm like, out of all questions, yeah. So definitely, like I said, I would love for you to be a friend to our show. We love you. We definitely appreciate all the work that you put in for Nicki Minaj, for Little Kim. You paved the way for so many people. You definitely did. So we thank you that we can have the music that we listen to now without everything being banned from television or being banned from the radio. And, can you sing a little something for us? We would love to hear you sing.
Picture this, I'm in my bed, body's hot, soaking wet. I'm thinking about the things I like to do. I'm open wide when it comes to freaking you. Imagine me, wet as can be, between my legs, you're tasting me. Boy, when you get here, my love will overflow. And you ain't got to worry about my clothes, 'cause I got my t-shirt and my panties on. How's that?
Wow, that's amazing. Everybody out there, I know they're about to blow the phone up right now. Thank you so much, Miss Adina, for calling in. Thank you
so much. I appreciate you just as much as you appreciate me, because without you, there's no me. So thank you.
Thank you. And please, can we have you on the show as a guest again?
Yeah.
Okay. And indeed, I'm sorry, in October, we're definitely having another event. I know that it's a long shot, but we would love to have you in the building in October. But
now, where are you located?
We're in New York and New Jersey.
Oh, lovely. I love those two places very much.
So please come visit us. We'll send you all the information.
Absolutely.
But thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you. I hope that it was everything you hoped it would be.
It was more. It was more.
Yay.
Everybody, this is your girl, Tory Chu, and she's rocking with Adina Howard right now, and I'm so excited and so happy.
No, Adina Howard is rocking with Tory Chu. How about that?
Oh, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
And thank you for singing to everybody out there. We loved it.
Anytime. And tell Mom I said hello, and thank you so much for being a supportive individual with my career.
Thank you so much, and you have a good night.
Have a blessed one. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody out there, that was such a great experience. I will say I've had a lot of interviews taking place, but that was one of my favorite interviews. I will have to say that. Shout out to Mahogany Brown for rocking with me. Shout out to everybody that was definitely supporting your girl tonight. And we had such an amazing night. Everybody out there, I don't know how you feel about that solo, but whew, I'm sweating. This your girl, Tory Chu, and we're out.
They want that gangsta shit. They want that gutter shit. They want the motherfucking truth about that Duggan shit. Just get these people what they want. Get these people what they want. Just get these people what they want. Yeah. They want that deep shit. That deep shit. That cheap shit. That cheap shit. They want the motherfucking truth about that street shit. Just get these people what they want. Get these people what they want. Just get these people what they want. Yeah. I get these people what they want, and it's always gutter. I don't sugarcoat shit. That's how the real niggas live. I drop it.